Okay, so I'm back. Let's see here. This topic right now is going to be what is enlightenment? Yes, there are people who have no idea what it is to be enlightened or conscious or at least aware of what's really going on. Now, enlightenment is just really simply knowing who you are. Okay, it's remembering who you really are in this lifetime. Most people function as human beings, but we're actually spiritual beings within a human body. Okay, and so when you recognize your own spirit for what it is, and it's very hard, it's very difficult to do, um, especially in this day and age, in this society, where the media rules, because there's so many different distractions, and it's hard to notice something that is you know invisible within you, for the lack of a better word, because it's not necessarily invisible when you are able to see with your mind's eye. You can actually see it, but when you're still in the physical, functioning physically, and that's all you notice is what is physical, and the spirit is more subtle than the breath is. So if you're not settled enough to be able to see and feel your own breath and meditate on your own breath, then it's going to be that you're going to overlook what is really going on. Okay, and now, so this place within you is what most people are seeking in their lives. That is the only thing that people are seeking in their lives, because that is the truth of who you really are, is what it's about. Okay, and people stay disconnected because of, like I said, all the different distractions and temptations, and just living life in the ego mind is going bouncing from here to here to here to here. The I, if you notice, the person that you call I is never the same. It's always changing throughout the course of a day. And so we, our true nature, our spirit, we identify with that, and we think that's who we really are. And it couldn't be further from the truth. And so, when you have that recognition, all of a sudden you start to get more in tune with the source of all of life, and things start to change for you. And so that's what enlightenment is. And the people who would be considered like really spiritual gurus, they've been able to just unravel that ego, into the point to where it's almost non-existent, and to where they are able to dismiss it. They are able to ignore it without being identified with it. Where most people, when they're going through the process, enlightenment is like really a process. It's never a destination, because there's always more. It's always more. It's always deeper. It's always continuing to unfold. And so most people, they go back and forth. It's a sliding scale, because you get enlightened. One of the famous quote is, first comes enlightenment, then comes the laundry, because, you're enlightened. Okay, now you know what you are. Now you got to get back into this body and, drive it. You got to work it out. Now what do I do? How do I figure out? So once you become enlightened, then it's about figuring out how to maneuver and tame the ego mind, and, detach from the identification of it, in order to create a very beautiful, enchanted, joyous life for yourself, which happens a lot to people. And so that's why, like, people who have out of body experiences, well, near death experiences, I would say, they come out of it just full of vigor, and just, this passion for life, because, they saw who they really were in the process of that. And then also the fear of, oh my God, any day it could be over. It allows you to lead your life without fear, and just, you're just full of joy for you're grateful. You live in your life in gratitude. And that's what happens when you become enlightened as well, is because you start to notice everything that's wonderful about your life already, and you stop complaining as much. I notice a lot of people, that's just what most people are raised around, is that you ask somebody how they're doing, well, within your own family, and they can't wait to list all the negative things that happened for them that day. So enlightenment is just kind of stepping into your own power, stepping into the truth of who you really are. And it amazes me how few people from my cultural background, few black people know what the hell I'm talking about. It's crazy. I mean, it is hard to free your mind from a belief system that is very oppressing. Y'all just do not understand how limited some people are being raised. Some people are literally being raised in this little bitty tiny box when the whole world is out there. And it's hard for someone who was raised inside of enlightenment. Like one person said, "Oh my God, she said everybody in her family was enlightened. Her parents were enlightened, her friends were, cousins." And, she's like, she felt so bad for me. Like, that's horrifying that you didn't have anybody that's enlightened around you. Yes. No, I didn't. And most people don't. Not from where I'm from. Okay. So that's why when I first discovered this, I wanted to sing it from the mountaintops. I'm telling you, I thought I discovered something that was a secret. And then come to find out, people have been living their lives like this for a very long time. People have been living their lives like this for thousands of years. I didn't have no secret. It was just a secret from, within my own community. I've only connected with a few black women who've been able to free their minds so far. So y'all just don't understand how rare it is. But yeah, that's why I talk about it. I do talk about it like it's something brand new because it is for me. And, it still is for the people around me because when I start talking, they still don't know what I'm talking about. Only time that I can really have a true, genuine connection is when the people, are already there. Then we can talk, So anyway, yeah, so that is what enlightenment is. I can come back with some more videos later on about how to, if you are struggling, trying to find yourself and trying to free your mind from a limited belief system, no matter what it is. When I say free your mind, free it from religion, but also free your mind financially. Free your mind sexually. Free your mind spiritually, emotionally, all of that stuff it entails, the freedom that I'm talking about. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys for listening once again. Peace, love, harmony.